This is the longest undefended border in the world and has been for well over 100 years. This is a relationship that we've managed well between our countries. We will continue to manage that relationship well. 400,000 Canadians a day cross, 400,000 people a day cross our border. Billions of dollars of trade every day flow between our borders. Our approach to the American administration is a simple one. We have a choice. We can either win and win, or we can lose and lose. We are of the belief that the American administration understands this. We're going to continue to bear down on the border and on other measures to be able to deal with some of these problems. But I want to make it very clear one more time, then I'll open it to questions. Our border is strong, and we're making it even stronger. And it's important for Canadians to understand on this fentanyl question, Canada is responsible for less than 1% of fentanyl entering the United States. Thank you very much.
Your government released or has produced some sort of video or commercial of sorts when it comes to what you're doing at the border. What are you hoping this video achieves? What are you hoping to do by releasing that video?
Video footage that would be shared with the United States is not an uncommon thing. It's part and parcel of our security and intelligence exchanges on a regular basis. If we are now sharing video footage with the United States, it is likely to show, and that's up to the operational folks at the RCMP and CBSA, it is likely to help show the investments that we're making and that they're working.
What indication, if any, have you received or the government has received from the Trump administration as to how satisfied they are with Canada's border plan?
I'll have more to say about that, I hope, by the end of the week. My plan is to head to the United States tomorrow morning. I'll be in Washington, D.C., meeting with a series of officials. I'll have much more to, I think, share with you by Friday.
What do you make of Mr. Lutnick's comments today that if Canada doesn't shut the border, we're going to get tariffs? What are those how should Canadians view those comments? Should Canadians view those comments that the U.S. is still not satisfied with Canada's actions today?
I think we should take Mr. Lutnick's comments seriously. I think we should take them at face value. And I think we should continue reminding our American neighbors how far we've come, and Canadians how far we've come. We had a very strong border. We have an even stronger border today in the last several months. And I'm quite convinced that the evidence that's being presented to the administration will break through.
Have you spoken to Tom Homan, and what did he have to say about the plan, and what have other lawmakers?
My schedule for Washington, D.C. is being finalized. I'll have more to say about that on Friday.
If the Prime Minister has conveyed that we can avoid the tariffs by Saturday.
I haven't spoken to the Prime Minister about this. I'm absolutely laser focused on the border right now and implementing these measures. And I am convinced this is making a very big difference.
Is there anything in this border plan that's delayed by having Parliament prorogued right now?
In terms of the $1.3 billion six-year plan that we put forward, no, because the departments and agencies involved have assured me that all of the resourcing that we required is available. Now, if we believe we need to make other legislative change or other investments, that's an issue we'll have to deal with in due course.
Minister, if Canada's already responsible for less than 1% of the fentanyl being seized going into the U.S., is this even possible to convince American officials that you're taking action here? If the numbers are this tiny already, like, is this an impossible task that you're trying to carry out here?
No, it's not. It's not, because I think my experience over decades of work in and out of the United States is that our American neighbors, legislators, colleagues, business colleagues, tourists, family members understand what's at stake in the Canada-U.S. relationship. And so as a result of that, I am quite confident that in due course we're going to be able to break through, but we need to indicate to our largest ally when they raise concern, we take it seriously. And we're going to continue to make the changes we need to make. We'll continue the campaign. We will continue the dialogue, and I'm always hopeful. I remain hopeful. We're going to be able to solve this. We've been doing it for 150 years together. I don't see why we can't do it now.
But thank you. But Canadians heard today that almost regardless of what happens this weekend, there could be another set of tariffs that come April 1st. What do you have to say to Canadians who may be wondering what the point of all of this is if it seems that the U.S. is not taking this threat of big tariffs off the table?
My comment, my reaction to that is we keep moving forward and we keep working together and we go at it again, which is why I'll be in Washington, D.C. tomorrow and Friday to meet with yet more officials to bring them up to speed on the investments, the time, the focus we're having on the border now, as my colleagues are doing in other spheres of influence. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it.